Hello and welcome to Life of a Diplomat. I am Nouri Mangali. Today we are joined by an ambassador whose experience in Kazakhstan has made a significant, deep impression on him, influencing the dynamics of bilateral relations. As a first-class expert on Asia, he describes his passing in Kazakhstan as feeling like home. Joining me today is the ambassador of Hungary to Kazakhstan, Otto Ivan Róna. Let's get started.
A young man stopped his car, opened his windows and asked where this gravel road leads to. And I told him, well, how would I know that? Because I'm a non-local. I'm from Hungary. I mean, we are from Hungary. I'm from Hungary. Yeah. Then he stopped his car, the engine came out, come up to me, hugged me and told me, Bratia Magyari. It's very important to have strongly rooted, deeply rooted, both on cultural, linguistical, if you say about Turkic cooperation, and economic cooperations in the region. What really is very deep in our heart is when we, 1.5 years ago, we traveled to Mangistau, Aktau, and we were taken to Bozirak. That was really the day of our life.
Ambassador, hello.
Welcome to the residence of the Hungarian ambassador in Astana.
Thank you, and welcome to the program Life of a Diplomat on Silkway TV channel.
Welcome.
Let's go. So, my first question is Langos or Baursak?
Baursak.
Lake Balaton or Lake Alakol?
Balaton.
Tokai Asu or Kazakh Kumis?
Tokai Asu.
Hungarian paprika or Kazakh saffron?
I would take the Hungarian paprika.
Yeah. Nowruz in Astana or Easter in Budapest?
Easter in Budapest.
Budapest chain bridge or Almaty's Koktubek cable car?
Koktubek cable car.
Oh, great. Hungarian folk dance or Karazsorga?
That's equally close to my heart, but say Hungarian folk dance.
Rubik's Cube or a sick game?
Rubik's Cube.
Hungarian thermal baths or Kazakh mountain springs?
Kazakh mountain springs.
Dobos torte or shelpek with honey?
Dobos torta.
Hungarian Myths of Attila or Kazakh epics of Alpamis?
Kazakh epics of Alpamis.
Hungary and Kazakhstan are very important strategic partners. And my first question is, what do you think are the most significant milestones in Hungary-Kazakhstan relations in recent years?
We are strategic partners. We have been strategic partners ever since 2014. And last year we celebrated the 10th anniversary of this relationship. In the past couple of years, we saw an immense, I would say, outburst and development and strengthening of our political relations. There are high-level visits, regular high-level visits. Foreign Minister Szijjártó, Foreign Minister Nutleu are frequently traveling to each other's countries. At the highest level, political level, Prime Minister Orbán came to see President Tokayev in 2023 in November. Then last year in November again, President Tokayev paid a state visit to Hungary, and this year in May, President Tokayev participated in the work of the informal summit of the OTS. This immense quality and quantity of visits simply shows that we have very good political relations. These political relations do support the strategic character of our bilateral ties, and that's very important.
You've mentioned political dialogue is here, it's happening, and it's giving a foundation, right, for the development of our relations in different sectors. Let's talk about economic and trade cooperation in particular. So what are these sectors, what are the fields of the most interest, the most promising areas that you think will bring more, let's say, Hungarian investments into the economy of Kazakhstan?
Well, there are numerous areas where we think, and I saw personally here, living and working in Kazakhstan, have good chances to develop our bilateral economic ties. First of all, I should mention energy. Yeah, we are very happy to see that MOL is actively present in Kazakhstan, our national oil and gas company, up in the northwest of Kazakhstan, not very far from Uralsk, on the Roskovskoye Polye. The third area is agriculture and agro-industrial cooperation. The UBM Holding, which is the largest Central European producer of premixes and professional mix or fodder mix for animals, decided to appear here on the Kazakh market and to build at least one premix factory and 3 fodder mix factories on the territory of Kazakhstan.
You've often spoken, by the way, about the shared nomadic heritage of Hungarians and Kazakhs, and you even mentioned that Kazakhs call Hungarians the westernmost Kazakh tribe.
You're absolutely right. That's what I hear.
So I'm interested, how do you feel, first of all, about this deep cultural ties between the nations, and how, again, does it influence our bilateral relations as well?
But this is a very influential factor in our bilateral relations. These relationship, these feeling of keenness or relativeness is a very positive driving force behind our bilateral relations. Yeah, Hungarian tribes used to live approximately 1,500 years ago up in the northwestern parts of the Kazakh steppe. And then slowly though, but they started to move towards the west. And there was a long, in French it's cohabitation, we lived together, and a lot of Turkic words, not Turkish, but especially Turkic words are still in the spoken Hungarian. Should tell you a very short private story of mine.
Yes,
if you permit me.
Yes.
We arrived with Natalia to Kazakhstan in January 22, and in May, when the first very nice warm days set in, we decided to travel out to the steppe, look upon its beauty, because we like nature, we like bird watching, for example, and there are a tremendous abundance of wonderful birds living in the steppe. And you should not drive very far away to recognize it. And we drew towards Kaban-Baybatir, and even further on, we stopped our car on the border of Karagandinskaya Oblast, Yakmolinskaya Oblast. And then we walked to the river Nura, and we walked along the river, and it's wild nature, wonderful place, and we just admired the place. Warm, superb sun, and a lot of birds, and a lot of wonderful flowers. And then all of a sudden, a small car came just up to us. A young man stopped his car, opened his windows, and asked us where this gravel road leads to. And I told him, well, how would I know that? Because I'm a non-local. You're a non-local? Yeah, we are working in Astana, and I just came for a short excursion. Okay, you are a non-local, but you are a non-Kazakh, a non-Russian? No, I'm from Hungary. I mean, we are from Hungary. I'm from Hungary. Yeah. Then he stopped his car, the engine, came out, come up to me, hugged me and told me, Brattya Magyari.
Oh.
That was and then he sat back into
Very
his car.
symbolic, yeah.
He had his wife and two small children in the back seat of his car, and he drove away. It was very symbolic, and it's very heartwarming.
Now let's talk a little bit about regional cooperation. We are now located in the very heart of the Eurasian continent and also the Central Asian region. And I'm interested in here in how Hungary views Kazakhstan's role in this regional cooperation.
Kazakhstan rightfully calls herself or himself, it depends on
Exactly.
how should I put it, rightfully as a middle power. It's there are abilities, capabilities to become this power, and Kazakhstan, the country, has already attained this place for herself in the region. I think nowadays, especially in the ongoing turmoils in the world, the geopolitical problems that we do live wade every day through, it's very important to have a strongly rooted, deeply rooted, both on cultural, linguistical, if you say about Turkic cooperation, and economic cooperations in the region. Once these countries are embedded into a broad regional cooperation, and Kazakhstan, as the largest economy, of course, plays an important role, a leading role in that. I think it is very much opportune to say that this is a certain key to regional stability.
You began your diplomatic career, if I'm not mistaken, in 1990s, right?
1987.
87, even earlier.
Yep.
And you served in different countries, including Vietnam, Malaysia, and also you had key roles in Europe and Asia before arriving in Kazakhstan in January 2022. It was very uneasy time for the country. So how has this diverse background shaped your diplomacy and shape your approach in managing Hungary and Kazakhstan relations?
The fact is that people are not born to become a diplomat. You should learn a lot, study a lot, basically languages, behavior, history, literature, and so on and so forth. So that's a diverse thing, and this is a very so-called Sisyphusic uphill battle until you really can call yourself to be a diplomat. I was studying in Moscow in the Institute of International Relations, in the diplomatic faculty or faculty of international relations. My first language was Vietnamese, that I studied for 6 years, 12 hours per week, in a very small so-called academic group. We were just 3 or 4 people, all in all.
Vietnamese, you said?
Yeah, Vietnamese.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's very interesting.
So I graduated with a narrow specialization in Southeast Asia with the knowledge of Vietnam, and I was meant to become a diplomat who is dealing in his entire life only either with Vietnam or with countries belonging to the region. And then back to Budapest, to the foreign ministry. I found for myself no place in the Asia department, so I had to change my direction, my interest, and I shifted really seriously. And I was turning my head towards European integration and towards its political aspects, the so-called common foreign and security policy. I was then sent to London to the Civil Service College to learn European law, what the CFSP was all about, the common foreign and security policy was all about. And it was a very wonderful period in my life, and I liked it a lot. First thing first, I again became a student. It was so nice at the age of 34.
I can imagine.
You're once again a student. And of course, the institute where I was studying, it was a super place to learn. And then I was dealing with the answers of the European Commission's questionnaire. This is a very serious job. We got, in 1996, 120 questions from the European Commissions. We had to answer them. That was an evaluation about what Hungary was at that time about. So it was an interesting job to do, and afterwards I was sent to Copenhagen. In Copenhagen, I was a deputy ambassador for 4 years, and in 2007, I asked the foreign ministry to provide me the opportunity to return to my roots, to Asia. And then I became director of the Asia-Pacific department of the Hungarian Foreign Ministry.
What was your first impression of Kazakhstan when you arrived? It was January, it was winter, it was the middle of the winter. I guess it was very cold. And what maybe was something that left the biggest impression on you while you were staying here?
Though, yeah, you're right. It was winter. It was minus 29.
Oh my God.
When we arrived, I never experienced that cold. Though I was, as I told you, I was studying in Russia. So in Moscow, there were minus 20, 25 in the 80s, but 29, I can hardly remember that that cold existed. But never mind. Very nice flat. Arrived here, settled in immediately. It was warm, and the warmth of the hearts of Kazakhs, of course, assists for us. Getting rid of the negative effects of the natural cold that is outside. But what is we are traveling a lot in this wonderful country. And it's and you should do it.
Mountains. Yes.
I mean, we just back from south of Kazakhstan. Verbatim yesterday evening, we flew back from Almaty, and where we had 2 wonderful days up in the hills, very close to the peak of Sovietov, which is 4,000 meters.
Oh, wow.
We made some excursion there. And of course, the beauty is undepictable, or almost undepictable. But what really is very deep in our heart is when we, 1.5 years ago, we traveled to Mangistau, to Aktau, and we were taken to Bozirak.
Bozirak.
Well, that is. We told with my spouse, with Natalia, that was really the day of our life.
You should promote our nature when you're back in Hungary to our Hungarian fellows. Yes, to invite them to see all the beauty.
Of course.
And by the way, how do you manage to balance this work and life activities? So you're traveling, you manage to travel, and then you have to do a very important work, all that consultations, meetings, bringing people together, and so on.
Well, my good luck is that I'm only accredited to Tajikistan, because Hungary has embassies in Tashkent as well and in Bishkek as well. So I only have to travel to Tajikistan. Otherwise, most of my time, of course, I'm spending here in Kazakhstan, and I do have a wonderful staff at the embassy, small but very knowledgeable staff who assist me whenever I'm out of the city of Astana. This is the basic rule is that you cannot play a role of an ambassador or a diplomat sitting in Astana. You are a laptop diplomat then. I mean, this is of course not enough. You should travel out, you should meet people, you should meet akims, you should meet the local representative of culture and social life, NGOs, and then you can understand you better.
Yes, and talking about your role of being an ambassador of your country here, and to summarize everything we discussed today, so what is your vision for future of Hungary-Kazakhstan relations?
I see a bright future. We should bring into life those economic aspirations that the Hungarian companies and the Kazakh companies decided in the past 2.5 years. Once that is done, then I think that would be my humble mark here that I can left behind in Kazakhstan.